Speaking of Israel, one other little story I wanted to cover here is this new series called Unconditional that's coming out on Apple TV. And here's my first thought. All right. Apple TV, the same platform that pulled that show, if you remember, I covered this, that pulled that show called Savant, The Savant. It was a show starring Jessica Chastain, and it's based on a real story of this woman who infiltrates online far-right hate groups. And there was a whole piece that was written in Cosmopolitan about her and her work. She spent like a year plus infiltrating these hate groups, and Apple TV made a show about it, but it was supposed to air right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and Apple TV pulled the show. The show was fully completed and had its air date, and they pulled the show because they were like, well, we're just kind of concerned about political violence right now. And, you know, people may take this as like, we're blaming Charlie Kirk for what happened to him because in this show, there are people who might be seen as Charlie Kirks, you know? So we just don't want to cause any issues. We don't want to be encouraging or blaming anybody. So they pulled the show. Yes, it really happened. It's called The Savant. So I was thinking about that when I see this new Israeli series from the same producers behind Homeland. And here is the trailer. Look at this.
הטיסה שלנו קצת מתעכבת, אז הכל יהיה בסדר?
We're not going to watch the whole thing, but...
הכל יהיה בסדר. מה זה?
Give me your passports. Come with us.
But our flight is leaving. Wait, we're together.
Your daughter was arrested. They found drugs in her backpack.
It's not possible. If you arrest her, then you also need to arrest me.
Watch it! Watch it!
They aim to charge their daughter with drug trafficking. They're asking for 18 years.
Really?
חזרנו, האירוע הגדול שמלווה את כולנו בימים האלו. זה בלתי נתפס הדבר הזה.
אני צריכה עזרה.
Yeah, so Apple TV bought this Israeli series, and it is about a mother and daughter who are on vacation, and then that vacation turns into a nightmare because the daughter is arrested for drug smuggling in Russia, in Moscow. And the mother is like, fuck that, I'm going to fight for my daughter's freedom, and then gets pulled into this deep, dark web of corruption and violence and crime.
אתה עובד בשב"כ?
Okay, so anywho, that's coming out soon. And as I said, I don't understand how Apple TV is like, oh, it's totally fine to buy this Israeli series and put it on our platform, but they pulled a show about right-wing extremists because Charlie Kirk got assassinated. This is basically the Israeli version of Taken and what happened to Brittany Griner. Yeah. Apple's come under fire after its streaming service started advertising for a new Israeli thriller with people accusing the tech giant of normalizing Israel and its army amid its ongoing genocide in Gaza and wars in the MENA region. The trailer for Unconditional, an 8-part drama, was released on Wednesday. It depicts Gali, a 23-year-old dressed in military uniform in the first shot, is being arrested in Moscow on drug smuggling charges, and her mother, Orna, who tries to unravel what authorities allege her daughter is really mixed up in. Something critical for Israeli national security, as one character tells Orna on screen. So 2.5 years into an ongoing genocide carried out by Israel, Apple TV is releasing a show depicting an Israeli soldier who for some reason is wearing a uniform in a Russian airport as a victim. The fucking audacity. That framing, an Israeli soldier cast as a figure for sympathy, quickly became the spine of the criticism. Many also characterize the series as an attempt to use entertainment to sanitize the image of Israel during what the United Nations and top international legal and genocide experts have all concluded constitutes a genocide in Gaza. And this is something that we have talked about a lot here on the stream, how the media and entertainment industry has long been a vehicle to be propaganda for the United States military, for its allies like Israel. There is a long history of the connection between Israel and the film industry in the United States. And we have looked at a lot of examples, but yeah, if you go back and watch movies and TV shows where, I don't know, you have some type of terrorist plot, it will usually be a brown person who's playing the terrorist, some kind of amorphous Arab, scary type of character. Israel is presented, and Israeli characters and Mossad and all that are presented in the same way that like the CIA is presented in American film and television. Palestinian American author Susan Abulawa also framed the series as part of a broader effort to shape the public's views about Israel in the wake of global outcry against its violence. This series is nothing more than a manipulation of public imagination and collective conscience in the wake of nearly 3 years of all of us seeing Israelis commit unspeakable carnage. They are working to literally engineer your thoughts in direct opposition to what you've seen in real life with your own eyes. And then Sana Saeed said, younger Americans have moved completely away from Israel. It's increasingly become both a cultural and political taboo. To be investing in anything Israeli in any industry where it's the young consumer you need to condition as the long-term, loyal, and committed consumer is an explicit and political choice not rooted in market research and brand growth, but in something transparently insidious. Boat has sailed on Israel ever being seen by young Americans as anything other than, at minimum, a pariah state. According to recent Pew and Gallup polls, 46% of Americans aged 35 to 55 sympathize more with Palestinians compared to 28% for Israelis. Yeah. In addition to the genocide in Gaza, U.S.-Israeli war in Iran has killed at least 3,600 Iranians since 28th of February. Another 2,100 Lebanese have been killed and 1 million displaced. Within hours of the trailer's release, one social media user shared a 2015 Instagram post by Ron captioned, "Whoever messes with us gets tear gassed," showing the actor dressed in matching navy jackets and khakis with a group of armed women. She has a few other group photos from 2015 during what appears to be her service in the Israeli army. The user described Ron as the Israeli actress playing an IDF terrorist in the new Apple TV series, who was, of course, an IDF terrorist in real life as well. Yeah, unsurprising. Others expressed skepticism that Apple TV highlighted that Unconditional was created by the producers of Homeland, a Showtime drama based on an Israeli television series that aired for 8 seasons from 2011 to 2020. And the only Palestinian character in the show is a terrorist. Throughout its run, it was heavily criticized for its depiction of Muslims in the Middle East and faced persistent accusations of Islamophobia. As is true of so many of these types of political action thriller shows of the 2000s. I remember in the Homeland series, they showed Islamabad as some slum city when in reality, it's one of the most beautiful capitals on earth. Barbarism critic wrote, Homeland once depicted Hamra Street in Beirut as some back alley shithole, and funny enough, they did the filming for that in Tel Aviv. Below Hamra Street IRL versus how it was depicted in the show. Unsurprising that the writers are making Israeli slop now. Wow. Homeland was the most racist show I've ever seen, to the point that the graffiti artist they hired to graffiti up the Syrian refugee camp set wrote "Homeland is racist" and other phrases in Arabic that made it into the show because no Arabic speakers were involved. Holy shit, I did not know this. The Arabic script was not checked by producers, they claim. The content of what was written on the walls was of no concern. In their eyes, Arabic script is merely a supplementary visual that completes the horror fantasy of the Middle East. A poster image dehumanizing an entire region to human-less figures in black burqas and moreover this season to refugees. It's so true the way that Arabic is completely dehumanized by Western media and in Western culture that even just seeing a depiction of Arabic is supposed to conjure up fear. Hearing Arabic words, the Intifada, globalize the Intifada, that's calling for the mass murder of Jews around this world. And Christians too, while they're at it. Wait till they find out about Arabic numerals. It's like the Native American actors who would talk shit during filming on Westerns because no one knew what they were actually saying. Yeah. The message on the left says, Homeland is not a series. The one on the right says, this situation is not to be trusted. This show does not represent the views of the artist. Oh my God. Wow. In 2012, Lebanese tourism minister Fadi Aboud also threatened to sue the makers of Homeland over the depiction of Beirut in some episodes. Yeah, I mean, that's been the reality for a very long time in the entertainment industry. The way that American media and entertainment depicts Arabs and Arab culture and the Middle East has largely been really harmful and stereotypical, and it reinforces this belief of the Arab as a dangerous, scary figure, and the non-Arab, so either, I don't know, like the brave white American or Israeli who fights the terrorists, the Arab terrorists, as the heroes. It's classic good guys versus bad guys. Didn't we watch that doc about Arabs and Muslims in film here? Yes, I've talked about it a lot. And Edward Said writes about this. He has a book that he wrote called, well, he's passed, so had a book, but it's called Orientalism. And it's all about the Western world's very contemptuous portrayal, nasty depiction of this area of the world and the people who inhabit it. Could you link this? Yes, I can. They also use that yellow tint when filming like they do with Mexico and South America. Yeah, so you know that drugs are being passed and crime is happening and that it's a dangerous area. Sorry to keep bringing this up, but the language thing happened in Call of Duty 2 where a level was in Karachi, Pakistan, where they speak Urdu, but all the signs were in Arabic because that's scary to them. Well, it's also because they're lazy. Arabic is just the general go-to for any language in that general area of the world. Yeah, brown people language, they'll just resort to using and depicting Arabic because it's racist and racism is lazy. Apple's been doing pro-Israel propaganda since the start, one of its first big shows, and it's about a Mossad agent infiltrating Iran. They renewed it for a fourth season. Oh, yeah. Didn't a producer die on this show? Apple TV renews International Emmy Award-winning series Tehran for season 4 and set season 3 premiere. Oh, Hugh Laurie's in this. Wasn't there a thing, too, where somebody online was like, Hugh Laurie, why are you a Zionist? And then he got into it with them and then blocked them. I don't know. These are things that I have an inkling of in my mind, but I can't ever remember. I'm like, I'd have to look it up. He blocked them. Yeah. They were like, what the fuck? The person who was a fan who became a doctor because of House, if I recall correctly. Wow. It's one of the most suspenseful Israeli shows ever made. I'm sure it is. Follows Tamar, a Mossad hacker agent who infiltrates Tehran under a false identity. After going rogue at the end of season 2 and reeling from the loss of her closest allies in season 3, Tamar must find a way to reinvent herself and win back the Mossad support if she is to survive. Notice how you never have it the other way around? He also blocked me. Hugh Laurie blocked you? Is this man out here blocking people on the internet? Why does he even respond? Why is he on the internet? Like the rest of us. He loves to block. He really loves to block, huh? Oh yeah, Fox News is freaking out because Elmo said Habibi. They're like, God damn it, we haven't taken Sesame Street out enough. Elmo is saying Habibi, it's over. The kids are learning Habibi. The kids are learning terrorism speak by saying Habibi. Shakira Law is up next. The kids one day say Habibi, and then the next day they're talking about how they love Shakira Law. It's over. Not gonna lie, I got emotional when I saw this segment. Let me watch the clip of it. Elmo Habibi.
Alaikum everyone, I'm Rami Youssef.
Oh, it Elmo's Elmo. Mr. Rami, what does salam alaikum mean?
Well, salam means peace, and it's a way to say hello in Arabic.
Oh, cool. Oh, salam alaikum, everybody.
Elmo and I are here to wish all of you a happy Arab American Heritage Month.
Yeah, happy Arab American Heritage Month.
I'm so proud of my Arab heritage, and I'm so happy to share this month with my fellow Arabs and Elmo. So, thanks, Habibi.
Oh, wait a minute. What's Habibi?
Oh, it's an Arabic word for a special friend.
Really? Well, happy Arab American Heritage Month, Habibi. We love you.
It's
Salam
so
alaikum.
cute.
Habibi?
What's Habibi?
Oh, it's an Arabic word for a special friend.
What's Habibi?
Really? Well, happy Arab American Heritage Month, Habibi. We love you.
This is so cute. Fun fact, Elmo is actually short for El Mohammed. Oh my God, I'm crying. Elmo is short for El Mohammed. Never forget when Jordan Peterson, who is he alive still? Haven't heard from him in a second. I thought he was dying. Hamas will never win over the righteous keepers of the West. Up yours, scum. This will be on his gravestone to remember him by. When he finally goes, we will have this engraved. Dr. P, don't worry, we got you. Hamas will never win over the righteous keepers of the West. Up yours, scum. Oh, boy.